Good evening, everyone. My name is Kyla, and I'm honored to be here tonight to tell you all my story. It started on March 28, 2011. I was your average 13-year-old girl when my life came crashing down on me. I was diagnosed with Ewing's, which everyone here is familiar with in some way. The cancer was in my scapula, and the surgery to remove my tumor would take my arm's range of motion and leave it with less than half of what it had before. That year, I spent around 320 days overnight at Connecticut Children's Medical Center. I never imagined I would consider a hospital my home. It was a very difficult year not being able to attend school and watching my friends live a normal life. After a year of treatment, I was given every reason to believe that I would won the battle. But in July of 2013, 15 months after successfully ending my chemo treatments, half of my face went numb and an MRI revealed 2 new masses inside my head. My biggest nightmare had transformed into reality. The cancer had reoccurred and I would undergo 31 radiation treatments and 19 more months of chemotherapy, which ended in February of 2015. I finished my senior year of high school and was accepted to the University of Connecticut's nursing program. Everything was amazing. I loved at school. Everything seemed to be going great, and I felt like I could finally make plans. I was at the point where I could breathe. I moved to Yukon, and it wasn't even a month into college when I developed severe pains in my back. I had gotten very sick and was rushed by ambulance to Connecticut Children's Medical Center in September. I was there for a few hours to get scans, then went back to school. The next morning, I received a phone call from my oncologist while I was walking back to my dorm. He told me that it looked like my cancer came back again in my spine, sternum, and my neck. I thought that this was the end of my world. How could this be happening to me? I was going to nursing school, I was getting used to living away from home, I was enjoying all the new independence that came with college, and everything was being ripped out from underneath me. Since then, my cancer has spread to my whole spine, my pelvis, hips, my legs, my arm, and most recently, all over my skull. I've had a ton of radiation and have been on many different drugs to try and find one that might work for me. 2 weeks ago, I started a new regimen, and I'm hoping for a miracle this time. While these past 5.5 years seem like a big, gigantic mess, I like to think of it more as a gift. I know that sounds crazy because at the time when I was diagnosed, I hated the world for doing this to me, and I was sure nothing good would come of it. But looking back, having cancer made me fully appreciate life and everything it has to offer. It taught me to be optimistic. I look at my glass as overflowing from the top, rather than pouring out from the bottom. I have learned to be so busy loving my life that I haven't had time for anything else. One of my big projects I do for the hospital is every Christmas I raise money, gather toys, and adopt families for my oncology clinic that aren't as fortunate as I am. I take their holiday wish lists and go on shopping marathons, and believe me when I can say, I shop till I drop. Black Friday, I was out for 13 hours trying to get all the deals so I could have more families. I also get gas and grocery store gift cards for families and put together big baskets for the parents. This year, I raised $7,000 and collected over 1,000 toys. I've developed as a person through this disease and learned many other things about myself. I've learned that no matter how difficult things seemed, there was always hope. I learned that no matter how powerless I would feel or how horrible things seemed, I couldn't give up and I had to keep going. Even when it's scary, even when the strength seemed like it's all gone, even with all the unknowns I'm facing, I have to keep picking myself up with the support of so many amazing people in my life, and I have to keep moving forward. I've learned that you can get through bad times and keep looking for better ones, as long as you have people who love you. I've had so many amazing people come into my life, and they have all taught me different things and opened me to new perspectives in their own ways, and I'm so grateful for that. I've developed so many close relationships with patients at the hospital, from being a nanny to some, to hospital visits with a soundtrack of beeping poles in the background, to celebrating birthdays we never thought would come. I have become a part of an amazing network of kids and families that I never would have met if it weren't for being sick into that essay. Thank you, cancer. I've learned that I'm stronger than this challenge and that this challenge is making me stronger. I've learned that gratitude is everything and life is so rewarding when you look for the beauty in everyday things. I've learned that attitude is the difference between an ordeal and an adventure. Most importantly, I've learned that I can move mountains. Everyone has their own mountains to move in their lives, and I think that we can learn a lot about ourselves by reflecting on the ones we have already moved and the ones we're working on moving, big and small. I know that so many of you here have moved so many mountains to get where you are. To be attending school and college and being here tonight, take a moment to be proud of yourself. And to end, I want to say to 1 Million for Anna and everyone who makes it possible, we all thank you for moving mountains in our lives, for moving mountains in the lives of countless others who aren't here tonight. The impact of what you guys do can never be compared to. And I wanted to thank Carol for sharing Anna's story with us and carrying her legacy so beautifully. She would be so proud, and we know that she is with us tonight.